All right, so there was a comment talking about Task Force 141 and how it's not a real task force. Now, we've talked about why they aren't a real task force for many reasons. And I mean, I even have videos depicting Ghost and how a real task force moves. Those motherfuckers, the Stalker task force, that was a real fucking task force. And it's funny, I can't remember the comment, sadly. I could not find it. But it got me thinking. I ended up doing a little bit of quick research, a quick Googling, and I found this right here. It says task force versus specialized team. Now, a special operation, special purpose team. These can be as small as 5 to 10 personnel or specialized teams of 16 to 36 members. You also have reconnaissance patrols that can operate with as few as 3 to 10 soldiers. And then you have US&R Urban Search and Rescue Task Force, often designated as 22-person Type 4 to 35-person Type 3 team. Now, this is what a task force or specialized team is. And you know, everyone, including myself, we always, refer to Captain Price and his team as Task Force 141. And when you look at Task Force 141, right fucking now as we stand, who are the members? Right off the top of my head, we have Captain Price, we have Gas, and we have Simon Ghost Riley, and that is fucking it. That is a task force. That's it. It's 3 fucking people, 3 fucking Special Air Service guys. That's it. Right? And a lot of you guys have this big issue and big problem with Task Force 141 being so little because you're like, it's supposed to be a multinational task force. And when you look at the original, you see how big it was. You know, you just had so many more people within the task force and it did so much. I mean, if you look at MW2 and towards the end of MW2, so many fucking moving parts, so many characters. And I'm talking about the original MW2 that was very, very good. And it made you feel this is a big ass task force. And so right now, in reality, you only have fucking 3 people. That's not a task force. That's maybe a specialized team, like this definition here stated. That it's just a group of guys. That's it. A group of 3 guys. What can they really do? And that is the biggest thing. Now, a lot of people could say, well, you have other people part of the task force as well. Farah Kareem, Alex Keller, Nikolai, Yuri, Kate Laswell. But how many of these people are really part of task force? Nikolai, for example, he only comes when someone needs a ride. He has not done one mission except for the one in MW19 with us. He only comes with his helicopter and takes us away. That's it. And okay, he's transport, but he's not really a part of task force. He's not down there with us getting shit done. We look at Alex Keller, who should have been a full member of Task Force 141, to be frank with you. But Alex Keller, left the CIA and he stayed in Urzikstan helping Farah Kareem. Farah Kareem is not part of Task Force 141. She kind of helps sometimes when we're in her area and she wants to lend us a hand. Kate Laswell, she is like the overseer of Task Force 141 or whatever, but that's it. She doesn't really come down to the field and does operations with us all the time. She's just the command, right? But she's like the commander type of deal. And that's it. So who's really down there with us? Who the fuck is down there with us? Nobody. It's just Gas, Ghost, and Soap. That's it. Oh, sorry, not Soap. Gas, Ghost, and Price, because Soap fucking died in the last game. So we had Soap, we were 4, but that's it. Now you could also say, all right, who else is part of Task Force 141? Alejandro Vargas, Rudy, and a few of their special force guys. Okay, but they're not really part of Task Force 141 because they didn't help us last game. We can't just call upon them. They have their own thing. They helped us and they became part of our team for a small moment in MW2 because we did a mission together, but that's it. They're not really part of Task Force 141, right? Like, I think that would make sense. So let's go ahead and look wiki here for the rebooted version of Task Force 141. I want to look at their official members according to the wiki. Even on the fucking wiki for the rebooted version of Task Force 141, the operators of Task Force 141 are Captain Price, Ghost, Gas, Kate Laswell, Nikolai, Farah Kareem, Alex Keller, Colonel Alejandro Vargas, Rodolfo Parra. So all in all, right there, that's 9 members. And then you have 2 former members, which is General Shepard, deceased, and Soap McTavish, also deceased. So in all, you only had 11 members in this task force, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 were on the field operators all the time. Because again, Kate Laswell, Nikolai, General Shepard, Farah Kareem, they're not really part of the fucking, they're not out there doing their thing. And how many times did we see all of them together? How many times did we see Price, Ghost, Gas, Alex Keller, Nikolai, Rodolfo, Alejandro Vargas, and Soap all together running an op. We rarely fucking saw it. We would see Price and Gas, we would see Ghost and Soap, we would see Vargas and Parra, or we would see Vargas and Soap. You see what I mean? Like, it was never this thing where we got all together and really did a bunch of operations. I mean, the only times that I can think of off the top of my head is the prison break, when we all kind of got together towards the end because we got saved, or the mission to kill Commander Graves and take back his base. That's when we were all really together, kind of moving as a unit. Otherwise, everybody's always kind of in different parts of the world doing different things. So this task force isn't really a task force. It really isn't. And I mean, going back to Stalker, going back to the Ghost, right, in the Ghost game, when they were doing things like in Venezuela or in other areas, in other operations in the jungle, or infiltrating the oil rig, they were all together. Hesh, Logan, Merrick, Keegan, a few other guys would pop up, and there would be like 5 of them, 4 of them, 6 of them, and they were doing these missions together the whole time. They were always together. That's another thing. Like, when you moved up, there was every single mission you did, they were always together. And Modern Warfare right now with Task Force 141, it's always like 2 guys together, or 1 guy alone doing something while the others are who knows where. So it's like they don't ever really get together fully. Like, I never see them doing stuff. And I think that that's one of the biggest, obstacles, one of the biggest failed things for Task Force 141 in this rebooted game. They just don't have enough characters. They don't have enough members that you can rely on completely. Like, I really do hope that when Modern Warfare 4 rolls around, because Soap died, because General Shepard is gone, because other people are just not around, and it's gonna be such a big game, that you have Price say, okay, we have some new members, because it's been 3 years, right? The game is gonna pick up 3 years later. Right, we haven't seen what they've been doing 2024 or 5, and we're picking up in 2026. So it's a 3-year time jump, and I hope in that time Captain Price was able to recruit a few new members, right? And it could be Alex Keller joining full time. It could be Nikolai being an operator down below. It could be getting a few other guys that we want, like Roach, or maybe not Delta, but maybe the Marines and the Demon Dogs ended up becoming official members of Task Force 141, and now they're doing operations as well, and it's now multinational, and things like that. Like, that could work, and I hope that they have done something like that, so it works. Right now you have Gas, Price, Ghost, Roach, maybe Alex working together all the time, and they're doing their missions fully together. And then you have the Marines, who are also part of Task Force 141 now, and they're in a different area of the world, and they're working together. So, like, I hope maybe that's kind of how they approach Task Force 141, because as it stands, Task Force 141 isn't really a fucking task force. It's just a specialized team of 3 guys doing a few operations together, and that's it. What do you guys think?